Hello, everybody. It's Melinda here again, and welcome to take 2 of our demo, of our behind the scenes, of the sneak peek. We just wrapped up a session, and we were diving into boot camp, what you get, and all that. I was supposed to do this demo in there, and when we went live, the platform didn't work. I have tested it again. I feel pretty confident that it's going to work this time, and I'm going to do a take 2. If it doesn't work, I'm going to ask for another redo, and we'll figure something else out. But I think we got it nailed now. So I want to take you on a tour behind the scenes of the Coaches Console, because we've been getting a lot of questions about what can it do? Can it do this? How does it work? I'd like to see it. So I want to take you on a tour of what happens and what it looks like when you have one integrated system behind the scenes. So we're going to take a tour and look behind the scenes of the Coaches Console. I even want to give you a sneak peek of what you get when you enroll into the Easy Breezy Bootcamp 2.0. So we're going to check that out today. And as we go through this, if you're joining me, then ask your questions below. I'm happy to answer them. If you're listening to the recording, ask your questions below, tag me in it, and I'll make sure that I circle back and answer your questions. But let's just jump right in, because I want to show you the Coaches Console. So I'm going to switch my screens, and bear with me just one second here. So we're going to add this to our broadcast, and you're going to see the Coaches Console system. And let me just do the solo, so that's all you see. So now you should see just the console system. Now I am going to have, it's going to look a little weird because you're going to see over here on the right, this is the panel for the broadcast. So you're just going to have to ignore it, because the control freak in me doesn't like to fly blind. So I want to be able to see that just a little bit. But when you, what I want you to look at is here, because welcome to the Coaches Console. This is the proactive approach to organizing, streamlining, and automate the behind-the-scenes details for your business. And I just want to take you through all the elements that we're going to cover in Bootcamp, right? So there are 7 modules in Bootcamp, everything from branding, list building, to converting, enrolling, onboarding, engaging, supporting, and referring. And I want to show you what that's like when you use, and how easy it can be to implement this, and how easy it can be to implement the roadmap to success. And of course, when we go through Bootcamp, we walk you through this completely. So I just want to get a quick check-in. If you're on with me live, please type in the quick comments. We've had some real issues with this particular broadcast platform sharing screens. So I would ask a big favor. If you're watching this live right now, give me a quick, yes, I can see the console system, I'm with you. And I just want to make sure that that we are good, and I think we've got it in both places. I think we're all set to go. So I'm just going to keep going, and hopefully this works, and if you have questions, let me know. All right, so here we go. This is the console system. This is the behind the scenes in your business. This is your dashboard that you have everything. You have easy access to the material and the information you need to run your business. Now, one of the first things that we talked about was needing a website. A lot of new people, when they're transitioning from a job or they're just beginning their business, they need a website. Now, your branding doesn't mean that you have to have the perfect website and the prettiest business card and all that. You don't need all that to get clients, but you do have to have a professional web presence with a few key pages. And in your console system, there's an entire web module. And you have the ability to pick from pre-configured templates and themes so that you can choose something for you to get it out there. It's a professional template. You can add your logo. You can customize this. You can change the menus and the graphics and the pages. And if you're like, I don't have all that stuff, not to worry, because we give it to you, right? So whether you need to choose images, whether you need to change background colors, whether you need to upload logos, whatever you have, we give that to you. And so we make it easy for you to click and create your custom brand. A lot of the new coaches just getting started, they will use this as a stepping stone to have a professional presence to get them out there, and then they will evolve it over time. It allows you to get results, see results, get that web presence, feel confident in bringing people to your website to get your lead magnet or leave their name and email, schedule those sample sessions, and then this can evolve with you. The tip for branding is to not have it be perfect, but get it going and perfect it along the way as you evolve. And that's how we've set this up. So there's a front-end marketing site. If you already have an existing website, you can take a lot of the elements and integrate them into that. I'll talk more about that in just a minute. But let's talk about list building, right? So one of the examples I gave was Jennifer. When she came to us, she didn't have any list. She had no lead magnet. She had nothing. As she said, I went from zero, I had zero everything. And when she went through boot camp, we gave her a free gift template. So we had that pre-uploaded into her console system. In one of our live calls, we also showed her how to create her own additional lead magnets. So she could easily upload that lead magnet. She could create a custom opt-in form, and we walk her through that in the boot camp training. I show them click by click and step by step. We give them the content to use. If you don't have your own content, of course you can use your own content. We walk you through and teach you the 5 most effective autoresponder messages. We talk to you about the timing and the sequence and the subject lines, and we teach you the strategic PS to make sure that you're including a link to book your sample sessions right inside your autoresponder messages, so you're turning pressure selling into prompting. So we walk through that as well. So we teach you how to create those custom opt-in forms, and then how to easily add, because the opt-in form is integrated into your website. So here's an example of what that website might look like. Again, you can customize the color, the logo, the menus, the graphics. You can turn graphics on and off, but we give you the template to start from, so you don't have to build it from scratch. You can add videos to your web pages, and you'll see here the opt-in form is already integrated. You can customize the text, add your own lead magnet if you want to, and when visitors come, they can leave their name and their email and click the button. And what Jennifer found is that because she had the lead magnet and we taught her how to create it, she felt confident in going out and offering it. She was confident in people coming to her website. She could easily capture names when people did, and so they were added to her contact list. So, whether you use the integrated opt-in form on the template, whether you create a standalone opt-in page, maybe you're doing a promotion and you want to create a standalone opt-in page, we give you the standalone opt-in page until you create your own. So you can start growing your list. You can start telling people about the free gift. They can come and leave their name and email, and they're added to your contact list. And they're automatically organized in your contact list right inside your console system. And they're added as a prospect, right? So everything is in here. They're added as a prospect. You can keep up with their information. And like I said in some of our other trainings, when you're organizing your contacts, you want to have them in one place. You want to organize them by status type. So prospects, or when people book hot leads, you can organize them. When they become clients, you have access to all of their information. When they stop working with you and graduate and become former clients, you have that. But then you can also organize your list into additional groups, maybe by different niches or how they heard of you, or different kinds of avatars. So you can really organize and group and segment your list to communicate the right information to the right people. And then you have all of the contact data about every contact in your system. So your branding, your web presence, is directly connected with your list building and your opt-in form and your opt-in page, and it's directly connected to your contact list. And as you're sending those autoresponders, your clients can book that sample session with you. So they can come to your website and integrate it into the template. You don't have to figure out how to add it. We've pre-built it for you. Of course, you can customize this. You can tweak it. And when they click, your prospects can choose, whatever time zone they're in. And then they can choose from the block of available time that you've set up, so they can book a sample session in their convenience. And you can set up those blocks of available time right inside your console system, because there's an online calendar integrated. And in this online calendar, you can set up those blocks of available time in advance. You can set up different kinds of blocks of available time for different types of people that might be scheduling different types of appointments. You can schedule your client appointments. You can schedule your group appointments for those of you that do group coaching or teleclasses or masterminds or things like that. If you do one-on-one work, you can schedule that. Whether you're doing it in person or online, you can schedule those appointments. You can manage your entire calendar. It synchronizes. So if you have other calendars you use, maybe a smartphone or a Google Calendar, you can synchronize those so that you have the same calendar and they're all talking to each other. And then it's easy for your prospects and even your clients to schedule and reschedule appointments with you. So now your entire list building and converting funnel is integrated, and you're managing it from one technology. If you don't have one technology to do this, it will take you 3 technologies to accomplish what I've just shown you. And that's where overwhelm kicks in. that's where you're getting scattered and you're adding in complexity and additional work that's not necessary. So we want to streamline this and organize it. So let's keep going, because once they're added to your contact list and they're booking sample sessions, one of the things that we teach is to be prepared for the yes. You want to be prepared for the yes. And in order to do that, before you show up for your sample session, you want to make sure your client agreements are in place, right? And so your client agreements, we give you templates. So if you have different kinds of packages or work with different types of clients, you can use our template. You can use your own. You can add as many as you need to. I know we've had several questions over the last couple of days. This husband and wife team, the husband works with a certain kind of people, and the wife works a different kind of niche. And so they can manage both businesses in here, and they can set up different agreements. So you want to set up those agreements, and you set up the agreements. You can automate the invoicing if you want to do that. You've got the written contract terms that you can put in place. We give you a template. You can use it. You can tweak it. You can add your own. But we pre-upload everything for you. And then your console, when it comes time for you to have that sample session, you can present the agreement online in a nice branded professional way. It gives the details of the agreement. The prospect is the only one that can see this, whether you pull it up and show it if you're at a coffee shop having the enrollment conversation, or if you are on Skype or Zoom, something like that, and you can go through the details. You can go through all the written contract details. You can overcome any objections they might have, answer final questions. And when that prospect in that sample session is ready, they can click to accept the agreement. It's legally binding. They electronically accept it. It puts a date and time stamp on it. You get notified. A copy goes into your files. The client is automatically going to start receiving the onboarding agreement and the instructions and the automated email messages. So now you're leveraging the yes. You're not only preparing for the yes, but you're leveraging the yes, because you've also set up the new client autoresponder agreements. And we've pre-written this for you. We've pre-uploaded it for you in Bootcamp. We talk about these strategies. I break it down step by step in bite-sized pieces. And then I show you click by click how to do this. So you don't have to be tech savvy. You have to be comfortable with technology, and you want to be able to follow instructions, but I break it down that simple so that you can automate the onboarding and bring clients in. And then one of the coolest things about this, I'm going to switch screens, so it's going to get kind of weird here for a second, but let me see if I can do this pretty seamlessly. So you should see now, this is what we call the private client portal, or a private member site, or a members area. Different people call it different things. But from your website, people can log in. Your clients can log in, and they are greeted by this professional dashboard. So now, not only are you organizing your business, but you're organizing your clients. And you're able to provide this optimal experience to all of your clients, so they feel supported and held and guided in their transformation that they're getting with you. So your clients have access, and they can see, here's my upcoming appointments. Here's any tasks that I have to do. Here's the activity I've had with my coach. They can access the welcome packet. It's right online. So now that your clients aren't dependent on you remembering to email them something, but they can automate. They're automatically being given instructions to log in. It's part of the onboarding process that we teach and the automated messages that we set up. And they're given instructions for how to complete the welcome packet. If you're doing one-on-one work, if you're doing group work, they may be accessing content and material for certain courses that you have. Maybe you offer a home study course, and maybe you have video tutorials, or you have written exercises or agreements that you want people to do, and your clients can complete those exercises right online. And now they're being able to go through stuff in bite-sized pieces. You're keeping them organized. It's keeping you organized. You have a set of their information in your client files. You have real-time updates from your clients, and you can provide that exquisite client support without it taking much of your time. And in your in the private client portal area, your clients, if they get stuck on something, maybe you work with your clients once a week, maybe it's every other week, and your clients really get stuck on a challenge. They can access you in between, and they can reach out and they can say, hey, I'm stuck on this, or I've got a question. Right? And so they can, I've got a question. If they need to have you review. Maybe they've completed some homework and you need to review something for them. They can upload documents, but they can put a post into your private portal. You get notified. You can see what they said and you can respond to them. And then it keeps up with the back and forth that you and your clients do, so that you can provide that additional support without it taking up much of your time, and your clients feel very supported. They're creating more momentum and getting bigger results. So they feel confident in paying you because you have the infrastructure to support them in getting a return on their investment that they're making when they hire you. That's the power of having this organized system, this private portal, this professional presence right out of the gate. And you don't have to have any experience because we walk you through it step by step. We show you click by click. And over the course of boot camp, it's all implemented. You're growing your list. You're getting clients. Your clients are logging in and they're getting engaged. They're seeing results. You're creating raving fans. You're generating revenue, right? We heard those success stories, and that's how, that's the power behind that one integrated system. But let's keep going because there's a few more things that I want to share with you. Let's go back to our console system. So not only can you automate the onboarding and you can engage them and support them in the private client portal, but you can also sell your packages and products online. So inside the shopping cart, you're able to create the products. We're actually giving you one product that you can brand as your own. You can tweak it if you want to, but you can start selling this to generate revenue and start getting those paying clients right out of the gate. But you can have an unlimited number of products. And if you have a lot of courses, I was talking with somebody, she's like, I have so much content in me, but I don't know what to do with it. Or like we heard in Denny's story, she had all this content. It was living in her computer, but it wasn't doing anybody good because she didn't know how to get it out to her clients or to prospects. Or like Rachel, she had all this content that this intellectual property she'd been developing over the years, but she had no way to organize it and get it out there. She started working with the console system, employed the help of one of our coaches, console certified VAs. She launched 4 online programs, and the first one she launched, she got 18 paying clients. She now has launched 12 online programs, continues to work with the VA, and she's expanding her business. And she's working less hours, working with more people, and really leveraging her time and creating that revenue. So that's the power of the guidance and the support and the system, and that combination, it's like an unstoppable combination. So you can create your courses when you have the content or the material, or as you start launching group coaching programs, you can begin to build out that content. We give you a course to use as your own, to model so that you can create your own. You can have videos in your courses, written text, interactive forms, downloadable material, and things like that. And then, of course, you can track all of your participants' data. You can see who's in what course at any given time. Have they completed something? Do you need to review material? So you have that at your fingertips as well. So that's the power of one system when you're integrating everything into one platform. And then you're confident that nothing is slipping through the cracks. When you have questions, you have the bootcamp content to refer to. When you get stumped on something or get stuck on something, you have your bootcamp coach that you can lean into. And all of your bootcamp coaches, they've been through bootcamp. They're graduates. They have a successful business. They've gone the road that you've been on. They know exactly what you're going through. So they have that real life experience and they can answer your questions. And so this is the power of what you get. And I just wanted to give you a little taste behind the scenes. And of course, this isn't everything. There's so much more that I could share with you, because you can create newsletters with this. You can set up broadcast emails and campaigns. There's a lot of business reports for those of you going through your certification as you're using the online calendar in this console system. With just a few clicks and a few short seconds, you can generate a certification report that compiles all of your hours, your paid hours, your pro bono hours. It organizes them by individual client, groups that you might work with. It's all in an ICF preferred format. A few clicks, click the download report, submit it to your certification team, and you're done. You don't have to waste your time going back and figuring out, oh gosh, what are all those hours? You don't have to keep up with that manually because your system is doing it for you. That's how you free up your time. That's how you free up your energy. That's how you focus on marketing and revenue generating activities, doing the work you love, working with your clients, being present for your clients, because you're not scrambling around behind the scenes trying to make it all happen and getting overwhelmed by it. So that's the power of the console system. One of the questions that we get quite often is, Melinda, I already have a website and I kind of like it. And we get that and we understand that. And so let me show you a couple of examples. Let me switch screens here again. So Val, you all heard from Val yesterday in our live cast that we had. And Val is, she's been with us for 5 years, just over 5 years now. And this was her existing website. She had this website. She liked it. She wanted to keep using it. I think at the time she had just rebranded it. And so she's been using it. And what she did, if you see in the upper right, you'll see she added this menu, client login. And this is a link, so when her clients come to her existing website, it's a link, and when clients click on that, it takes them to her private members area that she has and manages through Coach's Console, which is this. And you can see that she's customized the branding, the background color, the logo, the graphic, so that it's consistent with her existing website. Her clients can log in, they can access that private dashboard, the material, the contents, the forms, the worksheets, whatever she's using to support them in the coaching process to get bigger results faster, her clients can log in and access it. So you can integrate these elements right into your existing website, whether it's the client login or, for example, with Carol, you can see that she also added the client login here in the upper right. You'll see that. And when her clients click on that, they also get to her client login screen. And you can see that Carol, she branded her template very different. She's got her background color, her logo, her banner to be consistent with her existing website. Her clients log in and they can get to that private client portal. And you can also integrate like those opt-in forms, right? So you don't have to have multiple technologies to manage everything. She has her existing website, and you can see here's her opt-in form. And she is managing that. She created the custom opt-in form in her console system. She's integrating that here into her existing website. So now when somebody comes to her website and they enter the first name, last name, and email and click the button, the contact goes into her console system contact list. Her console system sends the automated opt-in autoresponder messages. It has the link to her online calendar, which she manages through her console system. So everything is managed in one place, but she can integrate that into her existing website. And the same is true with scheduling. She could add a scheduling link as well so that people could click and schedule in her online calendar that she manages in her console system. So that's a question that we get is, you know, I already have an existing website, but you can integrate the pieces, even selling things online. When you use the shopping cart in your console system, when you use that shopping cart, you can create the products. And if you have an existing website or you want to use another site to create the web page, when you create the product, we give you the code. You can paste the code into an existing website, super easy. And then you're just managing everything in your console system. So that's the power of one integrated system. Now, we've had a lot of folks asking, you know, can my system be in bilingual, or can it be in multiple languages? Or we had somebody that was with us on the live cast yesterday that was from Paris, France. And, you know, she's like, can it be in French? And the answer is yes. And I just wanted to show that really quickly as well. So this is one of our members. I don't speak French, so I have no idea what this says. I can guess. But she went through and set everything up in French so that she can offer this to her clients. So it's totally doable. Now, what I will say is all the content, the material that we give you, it's in English, right? So if you need to translate it to another language, you would need to do that, but you're certainly welcome to. And that's what Heloise did with her site. And so she's branded her site. She's using this with great success. You can see she's got the calendar built in, all the information. So if you need it in multiple languages, you can do that. If you need it in a different language, you can do that. So there's a lot of flexibility when it comes to using your console system. All right. So that's the power of using one integrated platform to set up and launch the back end of your business. So even if you're like Jennifer, you don't have any list, you have no clients, you have no lead magnet, you have no idea what you're doing, we walk you through the strategies in Bootcamp, and then I show you how to implement it click by click. Very doable, totally easy. That's why we call it easy breezy. So the next thing that I want to share with you is I want to take you on a little sneak peek behind, like, what is it like when you go into Bootcamp, right? And I'm not going to dive too much into it because, of course, you got to join Bootcamp. But I did want to show you that because when you enroll into Bootcamp, you're going to have immediate access to the hub and into the Bootcamp portal, right? And so When you access the Central Hub, you'll be able to easily and quickly, and a lot of our boot campers that have already enrolled this week, they're already diving in, they're completing. We've got intro modules, we've got getting started tutorials, we have homework for you to do so that you can get that foundation going and you can build that groundwork. So you can go right into the portal, and you've got a couple of intro modules that you can complete. You've got some getting started videos that you can watch and some tutorials, and we're going to walk you through everything step by step. And this is how the boot camp is set up. In every week, we're going to release a module. So here under the course content, you're going to see new modules. Module 1, there'll be multiple lessons inside each module. They're going to be shorter, 3 minutes, 7 minute, 10 minute, 8 minute, 12 minute. There'll be multiple lessons, and you'll just go through it at your pace. And once you're in boot camp, you have access to this content however long you're part of our community, right? It doesn't go away. So you can take it at whatever pace you want it, whenever it's convenient for you. If you're in Australia and you're on a completely different time zone as us, it doesn't matter because you'll have access to it at your convenience. If you're in a full-time job and you can only do this in the evenings or on your lunch break or on the weekend, which we've had many boot campers do, they'll take their lunch break and go listen to some of the videos and implement some stuff. Go back to work, and then at night they'll do one more. And then at lunch, so you've got to get creative because this is your dreams we're talking about. So we really make it super simple and we walk you through it step by step. Right? We've got exercises for you. We make it super easy, super simple to follow, and you have the access from the Central Hub. And then you'll have direct access to your console system. You also have access to our community, our private Facebook community. You'll be able to be a part of that so that you can connect with the other boot campers in your class and all of the graduates who have come before you. So that's a little sneak peek behind the scenes in boot camp. And what our other boot campers are experiencing, they're already posting their homework, completing those modules, and getting ready for Module 1. And they're working with their boot camp coach. They're introducing themselves. They're asking questions. They're getting clarity. They're getting going. They're getting that jump start. They're not waiting for Session 1, which begins on the beginning of September. So I hope that gives you an idea. I'm going to stop sharing that screen. And if you do have any questions, certainly let me know. I'm happy to share that with you. But when you go to coachesconsole.com /easy breezy, coachesconsole.com /easy breezy, you'll get the bootcamp trainings, the 7 modules, the 6 months free of the Coaches Console system that I've just showed you, the total console system. And then we had Guy ask earlier, and we get several questions about this. What happens after the 6 months, Melinda? So you get the 6 months free of the total console system, where you get the shopping cart, you get the content delivery, the communication module, everything that I was showing you. At the end of the 6 months, as a graduate, you'll continue to have access to the total system, which is our highest level. And you will also, we're going to let you have it for our core basic price of just $147 a month. So it's $147 a month to month. It's super simple. So just go to coachesconsole.com /easy breezy and give this gift to yourself. Don't overthink it. Stop struggling. Stop being overwhelmed. Stop making things harder than they have to be. It is time to work smarter, not harder. And you have that chance right now. And I do want to make sure that you're aware, we are closing enrollments at the end of tomorrow, midnight tomorrow night, Friday, August 25th. We'll be closing enrollments. We're going to switch gears and get into boot camp mode. I hope you say yes to yourself. We've made it risk-free. So the guesswork is taken out of it. The risk is taken out of it. The struggle is taken out of it. You have nothing to lose. You have everything to gain. Why would you not say yes to this? That's the question I want to leave you with. So if you have a question, post it below, and I'll circle back and answer any questions. But there's a little sneak peek, and I hope to see you in boot camp. I can't wait to get my hands on your business and your dreams. And like Janelle said, one of our boot campers, when I said, why did you say yes to this? What are you most looking forward to? And she said, to become a better version of myself. And that's what we're talking about. It's not just your business we're talking about. Like, that's how you're going to get out in this world, but it's about becoming a better version of yourself. So you feel confident, you're living your dreams, like you're doing it, and you're creating the lifestyle that you want to live. Like, what will that mean to you when you can have the lifestyle? I was talking to a gal this morning, and she's like, look, it means I don't have to worry about the bills. It means I can actually go travel to see my dad that I haven't seen in a year and a half. It means that I can buy some simple toys for my daughter. And it means I don't have to struggle and worry anymore. And I will be doing it. I will know that I will be accomplished. Like, what does it mean to you to be able to live the life of your dreams. And what is that worth to you? And are you ready to start doing that today? I'd love to support you on that. We'd love to have you in boot camp. So head over to coachesconsole.com/easybreezy, and I'll see you on the inside. Bye, everybody.